Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Billy Intruder. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. Well, last time, oh my, we finally did it. We got hold of the throne of Sweden. I mean, it was close, because my own brother Tord, well, he basically tore the heads off pretty much everyone in our bloody empire, so that was quite frankly devastating. And down south, yeah, if we thought the Holy Roman Empire was a threat, oh no, Mega Poland now has 13,000 troops, so I've been checking about. They are now the most powerful nation on Earth by quite some way, actually. And yeah, they've also got some very good allies. So yeah, Mega Poland. Gonna need to keep an eye on Mega Poland because yeah, they're dangerous now. But priority today is Orvar needs to, rationalise Sweden, because Sweden's been a bit of a mess for many, many years. So it's time for the wars to end, it's time to get things sorted out, and I'm pretty sure I know what I need my first move to be. Now that we've secured the holy site, we need to be friends with Norway. Me and Norway are now going to become best friends forever. It's going to be great. Now, I know they're not really in the best spot right now, but in time, yeah. Basically, if a nation is our religion, we're friends with them. Alright? We can't afford to not be right now. So, yeah. You have got a young daughter. And me, I've got a very young son. So, how about, as you're not actually wanting matrilineal for that, yeah, we're gonna be wanting that to happen. Thing number 2, council. Does the council make sense right now? We looked at this previously, but I'm a bit worried by that spymaster. Now, the mayor of Gotland would like to be the spymaster, ideally, and I'm really sorry, my friend. I'm sorry I fired you. He's minus 38, but yeah. Part of the problem here is, he actually wants a seat on the council. He would be positive if he was on the council. So, can we trust this guy? I mean, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give him a go. Alright, that gets you up to plus 12, and he's terrified, which hopefully means he will not plot against me. I mean, it says he won't take any hostile actions against me, so hopefully I'm safe. And that means, yeah, literally the only person who feels they deserve a role now is Alf Johnson, and really sorry about this, but you can't have one. So, let's figure out what we're looking at here. We've got Iceland over here, that's my brother Tord. Then we got this bit in Scotland, that is Duke Cole II. That's the guy who's my marshal. He's a military genius, he's got a decent army on him, good guy, no trouble with him. And fun fact, this is also the grandson of John Olafsson. Other than that, oh bloody hell, everything's a bit of a mess, because, yeah, so there's the former king who, okay, he is actually squatting on Owlands. Ideally, I'd like him to, you know, not have Owlands, because I'm very close to actually owning, you know, all of the counties of the Duchy of Owland, which would be a nice thing for me to possess. But if I do that, yeah, it's 50-50, it might immediately start another war, potentially, and everybody would join that war, so no, bad call. Okay, here's part of the problem. Alright, there's too many flipping counts and not enough, you know, dukes, because this here is supposed to be the Duchy of Smallland. And right now, it's not. It's 5 separate bloody counties. And hang on, is that actually... wait, are you supposed to be part of... yeah, it's supposed to be, 6, actually. And no, it's not. It's actually being run by... no, you two are the same guy. Okay, you seem okay. You could be the new Duke of Smallland. Here we go, 250 gold, we have got the counties, everything is fine, because yes, right now everyone's going to be resenting me a bit, because I'm not really the rightful de jure liege, alright? Because all these counts want to be reporting in to the Duke of Smallland, and the Duke of Smallland wants to be reporting in to the King of Sweden, but right now there is no Duke of Smallland, which is causing problems, so yeah, I'm going to create that right now. So, there we go. Prestige I absolutely don't need. And I'm not keeping this title. Don't you flippin' worry about it. Instead, you, my friend, congratulations, you're a duke now. He is going to really love that. He remains my vassal. 3 vassals go over, which is, yeah, the other counts dotted about here. So, congratulations, alright? We're starting to fix Sweden. It's going to make sense, damn it. And I tell you what, my friend, you can definitely keep all of this. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to whack up your taxes, but as a result of that, your title is now going to be protected. So nobody is taking that off you. Don't you worry. Congrats. He's not going to be thrilled, but he really likes me already, so not going to be a problem. There we go. More money. This guy is already a duke over the right area, so that's all absolutely fine. Then we have got ourselves... okay, you actually... yes, you're a duke too, though you ought to have a bit more land than what you've got. And as for this guy, he's just sort of carved out a bit of territory that doesn't make sense, but whatever, I suppose. And Norland is going to go with my youngest son over to here. So that does exist already, so that's fine too. Now, there are a bunch of counts up here as well. Any chance we can rationalise this? Okay, we need to set up the Duchy of Argetia, which doesn't currently exist, and I don't actually have enough to make it happen because too much of it, unfortunately, still belongs to Norway. So, you guys are just going to have to make do up there. But yeah, the problem we've got here is, yeah, the former king. Because he's in a bit of a strop, and I suspect he's going to stay that way. So, you, my friend, as I'm literally already known as a murderer, I kind of don't see the problem with what we're about to do. So, disrupt schemes? No. How about back schemes instead? Much better. And we're pretty much guaranteed, yeah, for this scheme to stay perfectly silent. 82% success chance now. Admittedly, we don't really have the money to back it any further, but we're not doing so bad, except, hang on. I could get my wife to back it, but that reminds me. There's a change I need to make with my wife, which is she's a bit too young, because there's a possibility she could have another child. So that's pretty much the opposite of what we want. Instead, I'm afraid you have to go, because, yeah, bye. What I'm looking for instead is somebody nice and old, okay? Somebody super competent who can help me with my scheming, who is too old to have any children. And for some reason, yes, all of the extremely sneaky people in the world are actually childbearing age, so that is not helpful. No, seriously, why are literally all the women in the world who are good at sneaky, like, young? This is all very strange. Okay, this woman is 35 and chaste. That's a pretty good bet, all things considered. And there we go, Norway alliance gets formed, very, very nice indeed, and... okay, straight away he wants bloody help, but whatever. I'll get you in a second, because, yes, right now, and the King of Norway has been captured. Okay, good start, excellent. Also, the ally has been captured. Okay, so a lot of people have been captured. I think that war's going to be over sooner rather than later. Look, new wife, you get on with court intrigue, because there we go, now we're getting sneaky. Yeah, the problem is, I'm not just losing prestige by saying no anymore, because this is a defensive war. I'm losing fame. So, yeah, that's a real big problem. Because that actively stops me getting towards Exalted Among Men, which would give me a kingdom-level invasion. So, yeah, issue. Something we're going to be wanting to say yes to, though I suspect this war is about to end in a matter of seconds, because, you know, the king's just been captured. Ah, though, fun fact, I think the thing he's actually been captured by might actually be, me. I suspect actually that, yeah, he's been captured by, one of my own vassals who's trying to take a bit of Norway, which, I mean, not ideal, but I guess it's better than, you know, him still having it. I will, however, go and deal with, yes, this nonsense up here. That is fine. So, just move the rally point over to here, and then, Yes, indeed. We can just march over here, knock down all of this, because, yeah, that's what's going on, isn't it? Yes, it's you bastards. So, we just need to go and, help out with that. Though maybe wait a few seconds to see what's about to happen with, this war, because, when are you actually taking, by the way? Yep, you've just lost something. Does anyone know what you just lost, precisely? And... oh, you lost this over here. Ah, we're now connected to... we won a war led by... okay, well, you're welcome. Ooh, slight danger, mind. Somebody's plotting against Johann, and, unfortunately, he's not very good at, you know, defending himself. We might need to keep a close eye on that. Now, as I was saying, yes, much better. With my wife helping me out and some agents on hand, we can get on with this immediately, because you, sir, you're just sort of, you know, not keen on me. So, we need to get rid of you. Alf Johnson can have his Chancellor position back. Everybody else will be fine. Ah, yes, and another useful thing, by the way. Now that fake Valdemar is dead, there's a whole bunch of children over here. Now, by any chance, would you kids like some guardians? Because if you do, we can convert you during your education. Here we go, my son. He would be a good educator for diplomacy focus. So, yeah, you get on with that. And how about he educates you and also converts Faith? And you will happily accept that. Boom. I mean, when I say happily, yeah, terrified is plus 100. So he wouldn't have accepted that if you weren't absolutely flipping terrified of me. But it's fine. I'm sure it's all A-okay. So, yes, this is spot on. And you kid next door, same basic deal, actually. In fact, my other son, Johann, would do an excellent job there. You can educate the kids. And once again, a nice bit of intimidation just carries it over the line. And as for anyone who's still old over there, yeah, if you guys like me, cause say I gave you land, they're not 100%, unfortunately. Even with that, they're only 60, okay. Anybody else liking me right now? How about no? You're already the right religion. You're the right religion. You're not, but there's a better than average chance you will accept. So, okay. You know what? I'll give it a go. We'll see what happens, because if he says no, he doesn't go to war or anything. He just, like, you know, is a bit annoyed at me for a while. So, we'll see if we happen to get lucky and we can convert him. Meanwhile, Alf Johnson's already fine. The random counts up here, they don't like me that much. So this is unlikely to, you know, do too much in the way of good. And Duke Cole. Ah, yes, Duke Cole. You converting would be very useful, but I'm guessing you're not going to be keen. Might, but we don't know the details. And my brother's already gone over, so he is fine. Yeah, it's you we need to win over, and to be honest, we need you to also not hate us, so what can we do with you, my friend? Yeah, let's get working on a bit of swaying here. Alright, that should work well. And we also just need to, yeah, gather some money together, just because if we want to make more duchies to further rationalise things, and... okay, hang on. What do you want to convert? Ouch, that's a lot of money. That's a huge amount of money, but that is officially a crime. I don't really want to, like, you know, have him be a criminal, to be honest, but that would put me in debt for, what is that, like 8 months or something, so that's potentially not good news. I mean, to be honest, you're just a count, sorry. So, yeah, shouldn't have done that. Should have waited until I had, like, you know, enough money in case something like that happened. So that's a bit of a shame. Ah, one thing we do have, though. We do have a hook on this Countess. She's no one particularly important. She just controls this tiny area bitten up here. So, yeah, she also... okay, she's athletic. That's lovely. So she's going to be around for a while. We could make her the right religion, because I've got a hook. But, alternatively... honestly, an extra 40 men is not worth anything, so... yeah, we'll leave that. Instead, you are going to convert, and yes, you... Ooh. Even with a hook, that's only 41%. That's blimey, okay. You're not sure about that, then again, like, you know, you are a holy warrior for the original faith, so I guess that's sort of fair. And apparently this is something to do with learning as well, so, okay. If I had a high learning wife, say, that could potentially be very useful. Right, hold off for now anyway, hold off for now. I thought that would be guaranteed, but no. I mean, then again, hang on. Hang on. Now this guy's refused to convert, I'm allowed to just arrest him. That's legit. So, his family doesn't like me, but to be honest, he doesn't really, have much in the way of family. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna imprison him, guaranteed succeed, and then we will let you out in return for conversion. Boom. So yes, you may now go. That's all 100% fine. Though, you've also got some claims. Don't really think we need to worry about that. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, get rid of the claims. Get his conversion. He's not thrilled about that either. You know what? You can keep the claims, because you're never going to be able to act on them. Instead, I just want you to be the right religion. That's literally it. You can go if you're just the right religion, alright? And there we go. Better. We're moving in the right direction. And we've also got intrigue lifestyle starting to come in. Okay, so obviously, yes, truth is relative, because graceful recovery, critical fails for seduction, and the other one, yeah, so lovers less likely to join schemes. Not very good. Fabricate hook, that's really good. Let's start moving in that direction. Though the outliner is right, yes, my heir is currently unmarried, because he was married to the daughter of the King of Sweden, but now that's me. So, okay, I have got, yes, my daughter's coming through in a year or so, but you, my friend, you are basically the heir to, like, everything. So, you ought to be hot property in the dating scene. And also I should really find a wife for, yeah, Rorik. Even though he's not actually, you know, part of the succession anymore for some reason, he does have some really good traits. So we should treat him as, you know, good breeding material. In particular, yeah, the exact same traits he's got. So attractiveness and intelligence. Here we go. You'll do. 20 years old, also quick. So as a result of that, we might be able to start moving their children up towards intelligent. But as for Johan, yeah, we've got to make sure he marries well, because he is hot stuff. Now, we could marry him into, yes, this dynasty, but alliances between lieges and vassals can be a bit on the funny side, so probably best we avoid that. And alliances between kings and the former king they deposed are even more funny, so definitely not that either. Though speaking of which, we need to keep a close eye on, you know, Orthodox, because it is sneaking in this direction. The current king of flipping Estonia is now Orthodox. I mean, if anything, that might be good news, because that might mean, yeah, big war between Poland and the Byzantine Empire. Now, that'd be good. Ooh, and here's something I hadn't really realised before. So, yes, as a warmonger, I can still do that whole, you know, county and duchy capture, and obviously still raiding for captives against Denmark too. But, now I'm a reformed religion, holy wars are available. Though, yeah, just like with prestige, when you're doing just the seizing wars, you do need to be the right level of religion to pull it off. So I need to be up to Paragon of Virtue before I'm allowed to actually, yeah, do any of that nonsense. Actually, you know what? It's easy enough to divorce when you're this religion, because you just spend a bit of piety to do it. So, how about instead, we get him a good wife who's, yeah, gonna produce a handful of children, and then also, ideally, cover his weaknesses, because he's gonna be a good fighter, but he's not very good at, you know, adding up numbers, and he's also an innocent little lamb. So, we're gonna need a bit more of a savvy wife to, you know, manage the numbers and keep him alive. And you, Ellen, will do the job very nicely. Some good overall stats, not so much on diplomacy, and lustful. So, that there, perfect. Right, that's all my children married, apart from, Ingfrid, my only daughter, who is going to be... hang on, you're becoming 16 in... right, just a handful of months. Then we'll see how, you turned out. Hopefully, okay. I mean, she does have some good traits. Alright, content is nice, just is nice, lustful is nice. Curious can become some good stuff too, so if we're lucky, this could be some fun stuff. And, on top of that, yes. Good. So, Armbjorn, who's about to die, even though he hates me, he's such a good Chancellor, he's making other people like me anyway. So yeah, you, my friend, are now up to plus 21. So... okay, hang on. Do we need a bit of a bribe here? In any way, 125. No, to be honest, 35% chance of discovery. Too risky. Don't bother doing that. Lovely robe, though. I like the robe you're wearing. In fact, hang on. If I need money, then... right, yes, I should just be, asking people for money. So, how much money do you have? You've got 70 right there. My own... right, just clicked on that. Shouldn't have clicked on that. But I know it was my own son. He really likes me. So... oh, this is going to make me really stressed out. Yes, sorry, that's why we haven't been claiming money. Yes, because I'm too bloody generous. And the Holy Roman Empire is starting to put itself back together. They're just grabbing bit by bit de jure bits of Bavaria, which is concerning. Meanwhile, yeah, Poland is being attacked by basically the whole of France right now, but it kinda doesn't matter because, yeah, Poland beat them once, they're gonna beat them again. And yes, we may be planning to murder the former king, but something's going on in the castle too. Somebody else is planning something. We're both getting a bit nervous, and I might be able to get an intrigue lifestyle perk. So, yeah, let's get to the bottom of this, figure out what's going on, because somebody wants Johann dead. That is unacceptable. And here we go. I'm suspicious that one of my own guests might be involved in the plot to kill Johann, but to be honest, he's got no real reason to. There's no motive, so yeah, just trail him, see what we can find. And it turns out that, yes, he was just after a walk, but I just get myself a free perk, which is, wow, that was easy. I assume that would be like a multi-stage thing. So, okay, murder scheme power, make murder faster, or disrupt schemes more effective, or find secrets faster. You know what? Let's speed up that execution, because I'm getting worried that possibly, yeah, the same guy I'm trying to kill is trying to kill my son. Oh, hang on. We have discovered the scheme. So, right, the scheme is fabricate a hook. It's not exactly the most, you know, terrifying scheme I've ever seen. Like, in many ways, that's just kind of fine, actually, because they've got no chance of succeeding. So, okay, not a big issue as it turns out. And there we go. My daughter comes of age. So, okay, just add that on. 17, that's pretty good, and more people are coming round to my way of thinking religiously. Lovely. So, I mean, that's a really good result. Would you like to be realm priest, by any chance? Is that even allowed? Not for a year and a half, but to be honest, when that does happen, that's maybe worth thinking about. Right, let's get you, yeah, matrilineally fixed up. See what we got here. No great candidates in terms of, yeah, genetics or alliance, so let's just get her married to a nice Swedish boy who is compassionate and generous. Good combination. And we've got a councillor dead from malnourishment of all things, so, okay. Possibly he was out on a pilgrimage at the time, not sure. Okay, do we have anyone better? Oh, it's Ragnhild. Again, who ideally would like the job. Even though she's not really the best. No, sorry. We're having the new Lord Mayor of Gotland. Alright, in fact, he could also make a good commander, potentially. And here we go. Deadly Spider is apparently how we're going to be doing it, so, yeah. I'm very sorry, my friend, but, you need to go, because I'm suspicious that you just might be holding a grudge. So, yeah, good night, darling, and you'll just be, you'll be on your way momentarily, I'm sure. And, okay, this is nothing to do with the spider-related murder, but, what's going on here? So, I mean, she's not that good, but, I mean, okay, I might gain, ooh, I won't say no to another lifestyle perk, I'll have another one of them, sure. But seriously, how did the murder go? Sorry, he flipping survived. It was 95%. Right, okay. So, apparently, a doctor managed to save him. So, unfortunately now he's watchful, which is... okay, try again. What's the chance of success now? Okay, it's still 95%. We're just going to try again, damn it. And, potentially, we could get somebody else on board. Right, so... you, my friend, how much you need to be bribed? 150? Bloody hell, no. No, not worth it. Right, stay focused on, yes, the fact that I might be... here we go. How about you teach me how to be a better murderer? Because apparently I'm terrible at it. If you walked into a room to find your spouse yelling at a young page for dropping a plate, what would you do? I mean, I'd judge her pretty harshly. You know, don't yell at people when they're serving you food. Bad call. So, Paige would be punished. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm sure they could handle it better without me. Okay, so I've got no options to basically say, hey, you know, leave the guy alone. He's just doing his job. It was an accident. So, yeah, everyone makes mistakes. Forgive the Paige, except of course she is, okay, she's cynical, brave, and content. I don't see any option... well, cynical could line up with they could handle it better without me. So, I'm just going to say we'd help the Page. That's fine, but I don't know where she's going with this. And no, she's got follow-ups. So, okay, middle of a march to battle, officer approaches me to ask what should be done with a spy. And a spy, we march on, officer would know what to do. A spy, it would never happen. Well, don't just march on, that might mean you're walking into an ambush. So, I mean, my officers should know what to do. They're competent commanders. So, yeah, I'm going to delegate. So, I was nice once, then I delegated once. And, okay, you make a decision, say that all taxes must be raised, and it comes to your attention that one of my vassals disagrees. Okay, how are we going to deal with that? So, punishment... confrontation, I would confront them loudly. I mean, I could probably just confront them, right? Or, yeah, confront them. And I'm just getting a little personality quiz from this woman here. So, I don't know where this is going to go, but I would appreciate it if you didn't approach me regarding this again. Okay, well, whatever's going on, she hasn't given me a perk, but... I have picked up Scheme Power +5, which is not the worst thing in the world. That reminds me, by the way, yes, how are we doing in terms of commanders right now? That is, that's competent enough for the minute. 12 as the weakest is... oh, that's my daughter. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather you didn't die, darling. So, yeah, we're gonna pass this on to that count instead. We do, crucially, still have a shield maiden out on the field. The Mayor of Uppsala is one of my champions. And we're successfully winning round Duke Cole. Admittedly, he's still negative, and also, he appears to be wearing some very rough clothing right now, but whatever. And, yeah, I don't have a hook. He might accept, he might demand something in return. Okay. I mean, now I've got the money to pay him off. So, okay, my learning is higher, but apparently, hang on, yeah, the fervour is apparently not as good, so my fervour is, it's ticking up, but slowly. And more people are jumping in on the scheme too, including young Bo Llama, love it. It would appear that, yes, some of his own folks are turning against him, he's done something to annoy some people. Right, you're a mayor. How much can you... still 150. Bloody hell. Not worth it. Save up for, yeah, more duchies. You had one job, and your one job was to not be pregnant because you're 37 and chaste. Oh, bloody hell. Right, seriously, keep it in your pants. We do not need more children. They are confusing the inheritance. Right, this better be a girl. Ooh, here's fun, by the way. My vassals are... Hang on. My vassals are actually invading Denmark right now. I'm not even needing to get involved anymore. Well done, lads. Okay, so Count Frederick, who admittedly I did arrest him and then force him to convert as a condition for his release. So he's just sort of walked up to my capital and launched a disease-riddled body using a catapult into my front yard. I feel like this should be a crime that we should be able to, punish him for, because that's weird and also really dangerous. But okay, this guy he actually exists and he was part of the right religion. What does he even have? He's got smallpox. That's pretty dangerous, actually. So yeah, Frederick won't be thrilled, though to be honest I feel like he started it by, launching the corpse at me. Alternatively, yeah, there is a possibility if I do that, one of my own courtiers gets sick. Then it might start spreading. Or we could study the body. So, learning +2. That would, admittedly, help me with, converting people and, 50% chance of disease. Or 40% of, bloody hell, ravaged by disease. Okay, that's no good. That's no good at all. So... okay, yeah, just fling it straight back at him. It's fine, and is anyone else going to get sick as a result? Do we get away with that? I don't know if we got away with that, whether there would be, like, an alert saying, hey, someone in your court is now sick, but I'm not seeing anybody straight away, so that's nice. Oh, apparently I'm sitting on a lot of prisoners. I should really, sell them or something, and also I should have a doctor. Especially as, yes, smallpox is literally being launched into the country right now. So we should definitely have a doctor, yes. You there, Rorik's wife. You're actually pretty smart. Also, seriously, feasts are getting more and more expensive now I'm a king. That's a lot of flipping money. And hunts can be dangerous too. But my stress is getting a little bit out of hand here, so... yeah, we have to go on a hunt. It's the best option. But on the other hand, maybe not. I suspect in the end, it could well have been the smallpox that did for King Orvar. Then again, he was 71, so we can't be too surprised, to be honest. So let us take a moment, but only a moment, to be honest, to remember the reign of King Orvar, though it was only 8 years long. I mean, to his credit, he did successfully manage to become king. On the other hand, he bungled a near sure thing assassination with a deadly spider. Many of his vassals did have their heads torn off by his own brother, because, he just wasn't the military leader that Ilva was. Some stuff did go wrong, but to his credit, maybe he deserves a bit of love for doing, the sensible things in the background. Alright, he did good stuff like trying to rationalise Sweden, trying to create new duchies, trying to get everyone converted, alright? His reign was not long, and there was some murder, and, well, there should have been torture, but then there wasn't, because he specialised in learning about torture, then realised he didn't like doing it because he was too nice. Orvar was a strange man. A contradiction of a man, and his final act was apparently trying to, scoop up a smallpox-riddled corpse into a catapult, which his courtiers tried to tell him was a bad idea, but he just wouldn't bloody listen. But, you know what? I'm pretty excited for what comes next, because now, we have got young, sexy King Johann, and we have spent many years with older leaders who we were always a bit worried might be about to die any second. But now, no. Now we've got a young, sexy king. Alright, a king who's ready to kick ass, take names, magnificent hair, right there. Oh yeah, now this could be a long reign if we play our cards right. And yes, to confirm as we knew was going to happen, Prince Gudmund, he is actually naffed off with Duchy of Norland and the County of Hälsingland, meaning we get to keep, Kingdom of Sweden, Duchy of Aurland, and everything underneath it. So that there is just fine. In fact, fun fact, Adalvard's reign was precisely 8 years as well. So both Orvar and Adalvard did actually have, a very short reign. So, I mean, if we're looking for patterns here, Olaf reigned for a long time, and he was absolutely spectacular. Then there was Adalvard, who was just, a brief little regency. Barely anything more than that. Then we had Ylva the Magnificent, Ylva the Brave, Ylva the Undying. Then we went over to Orvar, and Orvar was, a brief regency, did some useful stuff, but hardly spectacular, which means if we just keep that pattern going, oh, King Johan, you are going to be spectacular. Oh, here's cute, by the way. The game does actually tell you how many wars you fought in. So, he actually fought in 7 wars, 2 offensive, 5 defensive. Adalvard was 10, 5 and 5. Ylva was... place bets now, because the answer, it turns out, is... actually, that is less than I thought, because, yes, she spent a lot of time raiding rather than actually going to war. So, 10 offensive wars, 5 defensive. So, there you flipping go. How many will Johan have, though? Who flipping knows? Right. So, Duke Arnbjorn is now the head of the dynasty. Is he? Are we 100% sure about that? And yeah, right now if I were to die suddenly, everything would go to... No, not everything would go to my brother. Most things would go to my brother. Some stuff would go to Prince Orvar, who... Hang on. Who's Prince Orvar? Which Orvar is that? Is that my... Oh, that's my baby. Sorry, I didn't realise I had a son. But I do. I've got a tiny baby who potentially is going to be very attractive when he grows up. Good start. I'm going to be honest, this was the couple who I wasn't expecting to, produce good genetic children or whatever. But apparently I had over 1,000 renown. I was the dynasty head, and I had 1,000 renown. I could have just spent 1,000 renown on an actual perk. But now I can't, because I'm not the cocking Why am I not the dynasty head? There is absolutely no cocking chance whatsoever that the former king of cocking Sweden has more military might than me. So why, game, is he the cocking dynasty head? Right, yeah. Okay, so, let's put all my votes behind my brother. And everyone thinks that's fair because he's kind of, the legitimate heir. So that's okay until my boy grows up a bit. No one's really voting for anybody else right now. Handful of people for the old king, but no, unacceptable. And yeah, we need to have a think about who's gonna do what. And to be honest, Rorik, yeah, you're kind of terrible at this job. So, yeah, my half-sister, Ingfred, could be an amazing... Oh yeah, she's gonna do better in this job than you. So, she's gonna be converting people like crazy. So, okay, I'm guessing we've got the same... Oh good, 5 people who think they're important and only 4 jobs available. Good, magnificent. Obviously, Col is having this job and, yeah, there's a little problem of... Ooh. Okay, hang on. Let's solve your problems, because you're important. You apparently want a particular county. Why don't you have it? Because I could just give it to you. Ah, I see. It's de jure his. Okay. That is fair. Am I allowed to just straight up transfer that vassalage to you? Because I will gladly do it to keep you on side. Here you go. Duke Hakon sort of hates me already, so... I mean, admittedly, I would be losing him as a knight, I think. But, yeah, we need to keep Col on side. So, yep, there we go. You, my friend, are going to be very happy about that, aren't you? And there we go. Plus 16. He's pretty chill with that, but he's unlikely to accept, conversion. Give him a bit of time, though. Give him some time. He might well come round. Okay, 4 remaining people, and oh, bloody hell, we've also got Tord, who considers himself important too. So, is there anything else you could do? Honestly, you're the best person for the job. Right, I've got 2 really good marshals, but only 1 marshal position to actually hand out. So, okay, obviously, Armbjorn, you're having that, because apparently you're not dead because you survived the whole spider thing. Which means now, yeah, we got a handful of people who aren't really desperately set up for this. Ragnhild is the best of a bad bunch for Spymaster, but that's dangerous. Yeah, she hated my predecessor. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it can be you. I think we're gonna have to give this to somebody we can trust. I don't know who you are. You're nice and low-born, but you are apparently very, very sneaky indeed. So, how about we just, you know, send you a bit of money just to make you chill the flip out. 50 gold. Done. Get you nice and happy. And you are going to be... Oh, she doesn't like me that much. She's not 100% keen. Right, we need to keep an eye on her. And, okay... We've also got the Duke of Smallland, who no one is a particularly good dear, oh flippin' dear. Right, you're going to be steward. This is a bit of a dicey council in some ways. We need, issues to change. Then again, actually, hang on. We could integrate... Ooh. Okay, hang on. Not de jure drifting towards Kingdom of Sweden. Why is it not? Is that because... yeah, I was about to say, can we make this de jure us? But apparently we can't. Not just yet. So, I suspect that's because it's too far away? I don't know. Right, anyway. You may as well work on, yes, domestic affairs. You're very good at that. Get everybody on side, please. Meanwhile, you just disrupt schemes, and you, yeah, keep getting control up over there. You're very, very good in that regard. This is... it's not perfect, but it's gonna have to do. And I've actually got, 3 spare spaces right here. So, okay. Okay. New king, make sure we understand. So, strong commander, very, very good indeed. Unyielding defender, so potentially good actually on the front line. Honest. So, not very good at doing plots, and understandable, intrigue is terrible. Callous, however, which is... kind of bad, but dread. Okay, my diplomacy is so low I'll never be loved, but I could theoretically be feared. And then also content. So stress loss, that's nice. And opinion of vassals up. Okay, not terrible. But yeah, Tord is going to be very annoyed for a very long period of time because, part of it is massive levy contribution. Okay, Tord, we can review your contract, potentially. I'm willing to... That's literally 10 men. Tord, come on. Chill the flip out, man. Tord, I'm lowering your everything. Alright, you barely pay me any tax as it is. So, and again, 0.2. Okay, I will lower your feudal contribution. Alright, that's what you're getting for free. So chill the flip out, man. Also, I think while I wasn't paying attention, Tord went and conquered every single one of these islands, because I swear I missed that happening, but I'm pretty sure he did, yes. Ah, yes. And because I have got this lovely, lovely, lovely focus on Marshall, I'm getting a lot of flipping bonus education there. That's where we want to start. And, oh, perfect. I was literally just thinking about Gallant. So, actually, this is kind of perfect. So, okay, I've got a wife right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be my, my final wife. So, chivalry focus, let's just move towards, promising prospects. Because, right now, we can romance. We can elope. So, admittedly, eloping is, I think that's a hostile scheme, so I'd be terrible at that, because... Okay, I think possibly this kid might be, I believe the word is yes, a himbo, which is, then again, that's a bit mean. He is like, he's got some good learning going on. He's just oblivious. He's just a bit of a babe in the woods. So, yeah, he's a nice-looking young kid. He can seduce people. He can be a good boyfriend. But when it comes to the actual mechanics of eloping, not so hot. We do have downsides to being a kid, though, which is, yes, my piety and prestige right now are both very low. They are going up at a decent rate, but this significantly slows down, how fast I can jump into war, because duchy wars are just completely off the table for the moment. Yep, Holy War for Kingdom, Holy War for Duchy, all off the table. I'm literally stuck taking individual counties right now. Unless, of course, I raid for captives. So, okay, what actually happens if I raid for captives? That's a lot of piety. That's a huge amount of piety, actually. And giant pile of prestige if my allies bother to show up. So, I mean, okay, this is fascinating. Here's a good target. So yes, Estonia. I wouldn't have minded being friends with you gits, but you decided you needed to be orthodox. So as a result of that, yeah, how about we come and get some... Wait, hang on. We can't come and raid for captives. Okay, why can I not raid for captives? Because I can raid Denmark? I can also raid Norway, but maybe, bad idea. Because that would be like, an inter-raiding holy war. And, oh, by the way, are we still friends with Norway? We're not, but like, I feel like we should be. Hang on, who did I get married that was important? It was my brother, wasn't it? Yeah, Princess of Norway, Prince of Sweden. Guys, we should still be friends, right? Apparently not, but I'm also now the dynasty head. So, okay, hang on. Before this goes away again, I'm locking this down. So, okay, I have got 1,000 renown, meaning I could spend it, or I could save it up for, a better thing. So, the one we've already got is marriage acceptance plus 30, which is pretty darn good already. So, alternatively, we've got fertility down over here. Then, courtiers and guests like me, and better guests show up. So, I mean, that might be a good alternative to paying for champions to appear, for example. Noble veins. So, good traits just appearing out of nowhere, or good traits being passed down, they both go up. Dread gain 20%, that one's not so good, to be honest. Popular opinion can be useful potentially, or prowess and knight effectiveness. Can't deny that one's tempting, because, I mean, we have seen the flipping power of a good knight. Yeah, I'm doing it. House of Warriors. We're going to unlock that. So now, everybody in our dynasty, for the rest of time, has more prowess, and our knights will always be more effective forever, which is beautiful. Okay, I think it's proximity next to any individual part of Sweden, because I can attack Scotland, I can attack England, I can't attack Deheubarth or any part of Ireland. So, I'm guessing it's immediate proximity, which feels a bit odd, given we're like, Vikings. So, our entire thing is, we could take boats places. But, okay, maybe we're just going on land for this one. Okay, gather up some money, because we know the army's expensive once we actually, raise the damn thing, and, Denmark seems to be a bit, busy right now. Fully occupied by my own vassals, including, a whole bunch of, duchesses and whatever. Also, my dad left a lot of people in the prison. So, were any of them actually, valuable in any way? No, I'm guessing he left them in here because they weren't really, worth much. I'm gonna be honest. If any of you are, like, any good, you might be allowed to stay, but I'm not convinced we really need you, so if you convert, you can go. I mean, or alternatively, oh, hang on. I was just saying I needed some dread, that some dread would be, useful. If these people are just, random nobodies, then also, oh, blimey. Okay, lunatic. Yeah, I might have kept him in prison a bit long. Sorry about that. Yeah, the lowborns we're just going to execute. Not a problem. Except, oh, he was a guest. So that's going to annoy some of my guests. Then again, -5 from guests. Kinda doesn't matter, it's fine. Right, okay, so now we're getting into some folks. Who are you, by the way? That's, oh, the Duchess of the Holy Territory I'm squatting on. Yeah, I can see how you'd be, you know, annoyed, but to be honest, I kind of want the dread, and the piety would be nice too. I'm kind of, you know, getting close to faithful at this point. That'd be lovely. There we go. Big old pile of executions. That's how you start a reign. Now, the prison is nice and empty, and everyone knows not to mess with me. And that there's gonna help keep the former king in line, damn it. And all that executing gets me straight up to being, well, okay, not spectacular, but at the bare minimum, level 2. So, I mean, it makes priests like me a bit more. It's better than nothing. Aha! And here's something fun, because I've decided to go for, yeah, gallantry. I'm not sure I've actually had that focus before. I might be able to get my very own warhorse. So, yeah, we got a big, powerful creature, but worst of tempers. So I could get myself a free lifestyle perk, and my own horse, or giant pile of money just for selling it, or alternatively, my stable master does it, and I get knight effectiveness 20% for 15 years. That's not bad, you know. But cavalry, I really don't have that much cavalry, to be honest. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and train this horse, and we're going to see how it goes. I mean, I am a good fighter. Admittedly, I'm not trying to kill this horse, but whatever. So, okay. Horse looking not happy. Need to earn trust and respect. So, steady hand. So, aha. High prowess. Or high diplomacy. Or high intrigue. Right. Prowess. So, yeah, I've got a steady hand because I'm well practiced with a blade. Good. So, keep on keeping on. Do your best. And, okay. Yeah, I've earned her trust. Good. And, oh my. Well, that was easy. Good. Good, good, good. So, I can... Ooh. I can make this a hobby or just take this one horse. So, either way I get a perk. Prowess and prestige up. But only by about, like, 10%, really. So, warhorse. Okay. Also, prestige up 0.2. So, hang on. In which case, that's only for 10 years. Whereas, apparently this horse is just going to live forever. So, screw it. I'm taking my own horse. Sure. Marvellous. And another perk straight away. And that's a big one. Because now, promising prospects. So, marriage acceptance for me, plus 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Plus attraction over here as well. Plus courtship over here as well. Oh, now this is starting to get somewhere. I'm gonna be honest, darling. I do actually have, you know, some plans going forward to maybe have a more spectacular wife. So, I'm really sorry about this. I am, but basically bye. Okay, so. At this point, I am pretty much now the most marriageable man in the world. Because, yes indeed, I am so sexy. So people should just be throwing themselves at me. I don't know what the Kingdom of Mordvinia is, but, yep, they are just desperate to get involved with me right now. This is good stuff. Because at this point, yeah, I could actually, you know, romance and then just steal away pretty much anyone in the world I wanted. So, yeah, High Chiefess over in Finland, for example, the Queen of England. Yep, we can just romance her, no problem at all. Or just my pick of all the single women in the world, potentially involving those with, yes, some very, very good traits. So, she'll just accept that, even though, you know, she doesn't really want to be honest, different faith, etc, 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 but, yeah, they're just willing to go for it. Yeah, we've got a lot of people showing up who, wouldn't have shown up previously, which is just lovely. Because yeah, between promising prospects and desirable match, I could pretty much marry any single woman in the world. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I would say yes, that needs a little bit of thought. So I am going to put together a plan for, you know, who should be my next wife. Because I could pick just about anyone single in the world and seduce anybody who's not. So yeah, lots and lots of flipping options available. And I can't help but notice one other thing as well. Sweden now controls enough of Norway that we could just have Norway, because we've got more right to it than the King of Norway does. And I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but just in theory, if I was to, say, reformulate Mega Sweden, and then build up my prestige a bit, go for a nice kingdom-level war over here, then, in theory, just in theory, I mean, we'd have to have a fair bit of Scandinavia at that point, right? But maybe I'm getting a bit far ahead of myself, because yes, what we have got here, very importantly, is a young, sexy murder king who is, yes, very, very good indeed at the old murder. And in just a handful of years, you, my friend, are going to be part of the true faith. We're going to gain a holy site back, and then even more prowess. And you've got to say at that point, yes, what's the point of having this massive great Viking horde if you can't even invade England? So, yeah, I'd say that's got to be the goal of this guy's life. Restoring the Danelaw, the kingdom of the Danelaw. Oh, now that. The destruction of England, yes. Yes, 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 yes. And bloody hell, there's actually a way to permanently dismantle the papacy. The papacy can be permanently destroyed if I just, you know, take over Italy, which is, okay, a bit of an ask, admittedly, but, I mean, that's one hell of a long-term goal, not just killing a pope, but killing the entire papacy. Okay, basically, lots of exciting stuff that young King Johann could do in what will hopefully be a very long life indeed. So, we will see what direction we want to kick off in next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 3. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much. In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!